Hey, what's up guys? It's Maverick here today with episode 11 of Love of Kill. So, a day late, but I had some real life stuff, but all is fine now. So, what can we expect from this episode? Well, I really enjoyed last episode because we finally got to see a little bit more in terms of the backstory of Ryang Ha, his origins, and perhaps just equally as important, or to some maybe even more important, how did he actually meet Chateau when he was young, and what exactly is their relationship in their childhood years, right? So it really came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting them to release that much information right in the last episode, but it's fitting. It's fitting, right? Now just watch as they bait us, and then in this episode, instead jump back to the present day once again, right? Hopefully they're not gonna do something like that, and we can understand a little bit more on the mysterious events that happened to Ryang Ha and Freckles Boy, and eventually with Chateau as well. So with that in mind, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, so did he recognize her immediately upon this meeting of her? Huh. And hey, only 30 seconds of recap. I like. It wasn't even too much of a recap, actually. See, why couldn't we have it like this? Okay, yeah, so if that's the case, then everything that someone has been doing up to this point probably doesn't really have anything to do with Chateau. It was just a chance encounter that he saw her once again. I mean, I'd highly doubt that he's going around like killing off organized crime and whatnot for the purpose of finding Chateau, right? There's probably some other reason why he's doing all that. Hmm. And all things considered, then if you take that into consideration, he's actually acting quite calm. The first time he met Chateau. By the way, is it just me, or do we get? Are we getting more details in the opening? I guess typically I talk over it, so I don't pay that much attention to the visuals there. But it seemed that Freckles did not appear before. And hey, we are actually going back to the backstory. That I like. Do you have a name? Are you like a wildcat or something? Actually, that's interesting. Are we going to learn of his name? Does he even have one? It's 5 days, really. Well, isn't that convenient? Huh. Or would their missions actually be related? No, I don't think Ryang Ha is actually on doing anything, right? I mean, he was running away. And he is such a good guy. Okay. Yeah, so we'll never actually know his name. So, so is the guy from. So it was out of revenge for Liang Hai. Chateau? Yep. Yep. Oh, damn. So last episode, when I thought it was actually a car trunk, it was actually an entire suitcase. Alright. That's interesting. Yeah. It seemed like a... It actually seemed like a car trunk. Aw, that's young Chateau. Hmm? Oh, so they were actually on the lookout? That's actually what I was thinking as well. To think that they had like eyes that far. Introduce yourself first. Up there. Hmm. So I wonder if the present day Chateau is going to remember all this. Like, obviously, she was quite young when all this happened. Not to mention, it seems that she kinda sorta repressed her memories as well. So we're never gonna learn his name? So he's been taking on his name since so long ago, eh? Is that? I don't. No, this guy is really kind of a mystery, isn't it? Like he seems to be just like a normal dude, normal student and whatnot, and yet he's very willing to, pull the trigger and even like silence him if needed, right? Mm-hmm. There's the gun. Now we do see a flashback of Chateau in the closet holding a gun later, right? Lolly Chateau. Hmm. So they're actually related? Yeah, here, right? I can't believe she actually knows how to use a gun. Although that might have been due to her upbringing by her dad, right? I mean, I think it's quite clear that her father definitely is kind of associated with the underworld in a way. Hmm. Hmm. We're not gonna get to see what's gonna happen, right? Oh damn! It really actually was just like that. Dang. Okay, that is what happened. Oh, I actually, last episode. Actually, I'll talk more about this after the ending. So, I'll see you guys after this. Well, guys, how about that? I am surprised. Like, this certainly, this anime is certainly keeping us on our toes, right? In the last episode, when we saw Chateau in the closet holding a gun and then with a body in front of her, I was like, no, they're probably going to be baiting us once again and not actually doing that. But hey, lo and behold, that is actually exactly what happened here. And it seems that she was the one who killed the original Ryang Ha, right? Freckles boy. Which I'm presuming what happened later on is that the body of Freckles Ryang Ha alongside whoever is pursuing our current Ryang Ha, right? Probably Ryang Ha was the one who put them into the car and then also put Chateau in the car as well. And then that was the events that we saw, including the police detective, the investigator, that entire set of stuff, right? That's probably what happened later on. So, but still, like, for this to be how the good guy goes out, damn, that has to hurt, right? Especially because it was Chateau that actually shot him, and damn, well, I guess they start young, though, don't they? Is this maybe one of the reasons why Chateau sort of kind of had her memories repressed or whatnot? To be honest, I'm not even sure if it was really a repression of memories, but later on, the times that we did see of her in her younger years, it didn't seem that she carried such a dark past, right? So you gotta wonder if some sort of PSTD kicked in, and so she kind of like shut off her memory of that entire situation, right? Because being frightened and killing someone and so on and so forth, hard to say, right? But again, the fact that she knows what a gun is and how to use a gun and all that definitely I would have to say definitely has something to do with her father, right? Most probably. And then we also see later on, the involvement of Songwoo, which kind of also tells us why Ryang Ha eventually went around killing off the Santokai and whatnot, exacting revenge. Maybe not necessarily for Chateau, but definitely for Freckles Ryang Ha, right? For Freckles boy, who was probably the one who they're the one pursuing after Luce Nobel and probably his daughter as well. Whereas on the other side, for Donnie and the others, I kind of feel like this is definitely a case where we have different groups of organized crime competing against each other, right? So I'm not really quite sure like how Donnie fits into this entire situation, and indeed like what is so important about Chateau in the first place, right? Like, is she the key to some great treasure or some great research or something of that sort? It is hard to say, but we are definitely seeing how the entire story ties together here, and like why Ryang Ha is as he is currently, why he did some of the things he did before, though. How exactly? I'm just wondering, like how exactly is he going to get out of his current predicament, which is being chased down by some thugs, and also eventually get back to the house and discern the entire situation, including Freckles, Ryang Ha, and including Chateau, and then doing all the stuff that he needs to do later, right? And that is definitely another big question here, which probably we will see in the next episode, right? I did like the sort of juxtaposition as well between Chateau when she was young, repeating "I'm sorry" again and again and again, and then sort of like carrying over and then parallel to as she is right now, that she has gained back all these memories and now is also repeating "I'm sorry" once again, right? Well, yeah, you kind of have to be sorry about all this. Now, I am quite curious though, like why Ryang Ha is able to say word for word, like the exact words that the Freckles Ryang Ha was able to say. That's kind of weird, because that was in a way what triggered Chateau's memory of the entire situation, right? So not really sure what that is all about, but yeah, if it works, it works, right? And so, like I said, I don't think we are ever going to learn Ryang Ha's real name, if he even had a name in the first place, or maybe that's going to be something that only comes up at the very, very end, right? It's still kind of weird to me, because Chateau clearly knows who Ryang Ha is, right? Freckles, right? And he introduced himself as Ryang Ha. So and then she should know, because I was originally thinking, hey, maybe she didn't really see his face clearly and so on and so forth. But literally, Freckles Ryang Ha took her to the rest station to go to the toilet and whatnot, right? So she clearly knows their faces and so on and so forth. So the fact that Ryang Ha comes back like 17 years later and under the name of Ryang Ha, you gotta wonder like why Chateau didn't at least have some sort of recollection of these memories. So again, we can only go for the explanation of this was just too much stress, too much trauma. She kind of like repressed her memories or something of that sort, and that is why we didn't really get anything from her up to this point. Even though she's clearly like kind of sort of trying to remember. Ryang Ha seems kind of familiar. She seems to have some sort of affinity to this name, but not really sure what it is. And now everything is out in the open. So yeah, in the next episode, I guess we will see the aftermath of all of this and what they are going to be doing, continuing on. Now, obviously, there is still the mystery of her background, of Chateau's background, the Nouvelle family. I still feel like this is quite a weird family name, but okay, whatever. So what she's clearly important in some way, right? And now she is probably continuing forward. Obviously it's going to be Ryang Ha and Chateau versus Donnie and the others, right? Like, even though they were originally supposed to be helping her father and so on and so forth, in this kind of situation, you gotta kind of wonder, right? Is it really helping, or is it just using it for their own benefits as well? I think it's definitely going to be shaping up to that kind of situation here. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this episode. I did enjoy seeing young Chateau and as well as older Chateau as well. And by the way, they are all voiced by the same voice actress. We did not change voices or whatnot. Hey, Onishisari, the voice actress for Chateau, she actually can do lolly voices as well. So that the more you know. I mean, obviously I knew she's one of my favorite voice actresses, but I'm glad that we were able to see some of her the breadth of her acting skills here. So, anyways, thank you guys, and I believe this is going for 12 episodes, right? I believe that is the case. Let me just double check that real quick. I seem to recall it was only for 12 episodes. Take a look real quick, and yeah, it was only slated for 12 episodes. So we will be seeing the finale next week. I will see you guys until then. Stay tuned, and bye bye.